Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Let me get the stuff that I need here. And let's go in here and do some cooking. I'm gonna do some cleaning too. Cleaning and cooking. What's up, Emo? Welcome to you. Guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I'll get this straightened out in a second. Let me just get everything situated here. There we go. Got that. Now let's straighten you guys up a bit. There's that. And actually, you know what's a better idea? I'm good so far, Emo. How are you? Good so far. I'm gonna put the battery pack on the back of that way all the weight's not up front here, it's in the back. All right, first things first, I'm going to need, I need to get my chicken out and ready. First things first. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Welcome to you. We're gonna make some chicken thighs. This is gonna be much quicker than I usually go. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing all of the, I might do the gravy. I don't know. It just depends. It's gonna be I'm gonna decide as I go. That's why I put and more. I don't even know if I'm gonna do I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything more than just like these chicken thighs. And I don't know if I'm gonna do rice. I don't know if I'm gonna do gravy. There is a slight chance that I just do some canned vegetables. But I just needed to get this chicken here out of the refrigerator and cooked, because it ain't got much longer left. It ain't got much longer left before it was gonna go bad. So let me wash my hands. I'm also gonna be making some more sweet tea. And I need to get my other phone opened up so I can monitor the chat when that starts going. All right. Thank you, Emo. Appreciate that. Glad you're doing fine. this opened up on my other phone here. Hit them bad boys with the, oh, I need to actually refill the pepper in that pepper grinder. I think I have some, yeah. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. That way it's not gonna be a weird thing that gets introduced later on. We'll just let it be the weird thing that gets introduced right now. Now let me get the no, that's not what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Kill Tony just finished. It was a good episode. Some folks that are usually here are probably finishing that up right now. Okay. Seasoned salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I do. "41 degrees, I wouldn't mind that. I like the cold. It's kind of warm here still. I stayed up all night last night and went and got my brakes fixed on my truck. I never found the critter that is lost in my room, but instead I absolutely nuked the spot where I saw it scurry off to with a home defense pesticide. And I don't expect I'll see it again, but if I do, what can you do? This is the bug's world and we're just kind of living in it. Sometimes things just get in. Get the back side of this. I haven't been doing such a good job of seasoning this. In fact, I'll leave it sitting on the stovetop until I do season it. That's why it always stays on the stove. If I season it, I put it away. Okay. And without wasting any time, we're going to get some heat going on it. I'm actually going to go a little, actually, I'm not going to do that. I was saying I was going to go some higher heat, but I'm not going to do that. What am I going to do, though? What I am going to do is make some sweet tea in this pot right here that needs to be washed out of the dishwasher first. It looks like I'm gonna have to start focusing a lot more on work than the YouTube, because the I don't think that I will ever be able to yeah, that drop off I think was a sign of further further issues that I don't think we're ever going to top again. Like, I don't think that we'll it just doesn't seem like it's gonna. I've been keeping a positive attitude about it and being very happy with what I do have, because I quite plainly am very happy with what I do have. But you know, it's a little bit of a disappointment. I kind of assumed that we were on a steady uptick that was going to continue on through through everything. But unfortunately, it seems that is not the case. So I had recently shifted my focus from not so much work, but a lot of YouTube streaming. But it's time to shift that focus back. To work, which is guaranteed to pay me a stipend of a certain amount. But you know, what can you do? You know, the tides come in and go out. And there's not a whole lot that you can do about it. All you can do is wait for it to come back around if it does. And if it doesn't, it's probably best to plan for that, because I'd rather plan for something to work out and it not, or something to not work out and it does, than for something to work out and it doesn't. So that's where I'm at right now. Is just kind of expecting it not to work out, so that when it does come around and it does work out, then that's cool. All right, we're gonna get some butter down in this skillet. Okay. Butter down. Now I need a fork to cook with. And I got to decide now what I want to do sidewise. So once I get those Once I get those chickens down here in a minute, I'm only going to have a couple of minutes to decide if I want to do the rice and gravy. What time is it? It's already almost 11. I want to get on the game, but if I'm here, I'll just transfer everybody over, and I got a couple things I need to do, which I mean, the hell with it. Let's do rice too, I guess. If I do the rice, I'm going to have to do the gravy. Do I want to commit to doing the gravy? Do I have everything I need? Yeah. Fuck it. Let's do the rice. Okay. First, let me get some chickens down. We'll go 3 at a time there. Season the other sides. Want both sides to taste good. All right. Down to our last sleeve of tea here. I haven't been making a lot of tea lately. I've just been trying my best to not go back to the soft drinks, and I've been so tempted lately. Y'all have no idea. Or maybe you do. I don't know if you guys know what it's like to be an addict. But when you are an addict, it doesn't matter what that thing is, you need it. And lately I have been really fighting the urge to just go to the gas station in the middle of the night and grab a couple of 2 liters of something. Or go to the Dollar General and grab a couple of 2 liters of something. I have really been fighting that urge lately. I hope y'all are doing well. What's up, Major? What's up, Jade? Good to see you. Good to see y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Yes, I did. Thank you, Jade. Everything I've ever quit, by the way, I've quit cold turkey. Like the last day I drank over a bottle of Rumplemints. The last day I smoked, I at least smoked a pack of Parliament Lights. I'm going to get this and sit that off of the heat here for a moment. Are these chickens ready to rotate? Looks like it. And also, you know what? I have to wash this thing anyway at the end. There's no use in wasting foil to wrap it up with. But yeah, if you've never had like a true addiction, or if you don't really have it in you to be that sort of an addict, then you might not know what it's like to just kind of be powerless. Checking my rice. You might not know what it's like to be powerless in the grasp of something so simple, like as a soft drink. 2 cups. Let's do 3 cups would be enough. Two cups will actually be enough, but 3. Three is all we need to make sure we don't run out. I'd rather have extra rice at the end to toss than run out. Also, I'm going to need some broth for the gravy. The tea is doing its thing. I'm going to go ahead and wash this rice beforehand. But yeah, man, I've really been craving like your wild cherry pep. I can't name these things because then I'll be like, oh, I have to have it. I've really been craving sodas. But I've been doing good because I've even been eating fast food and I just don't get a drink, or I get water if I get like a combo or something. But the other night I went to Sonic and it was like, I was like, they definitely use Sprite, right? For the limeades. Like that's definitely the main ingredient, has to be Sprite, right? So I was almost going to get one, but I was like, no, because then my mind will be like, well, you've already had the Sprite in that limeade. You may as well just go to Quick Trip and get you a 2 liter of an RC Cola or something like that. But if you're an addict, you got that addict thing in you. You know what it's like. If you don't, be thankful that you don't, because it's a doozy. All right, this is rice. I'm gonna let it be right there. It's gonna be fine. That's enough. Get some water in this guy. Two cups. One more cup. That's ready to go whenever I need it to. Are these ready to flip already? Honestly, yeah. fine. Okay, what do I need now? What do I need now? Let's go ahead and get the gravy mixed together. If I'm going to do that, I may as well go ahead and get it going. That's more flour than I'm going to need. I try to limit the amount of chicken broth I need to use to like 1 box. So I really only need about 1/3 of a cup of flour, but sometimes I have too much grease at the end, or too much. I need more flour is what I mean. And then that ramps up the amount of broth I have to use. I'm actually going to get some more pepper in a second. Uh-oh, almost dropped that. Yeah, let me hit it with a little bit more. A little bit more pepper. I'm doing this quick as hell. I'm obviously going to take my time with the things that you have to take time with, like the gravy and well, just the gravy really, but while that's doing that, I may as well go ahead and wash some stuff. This to-go container and lid. All of this can go in the dishwasher. Add fork in this bowl. Yeah, soda flavored vape. I was never ashamed. I was never ashamed of it. And the only time I felt shame from drinking sodas was when I would go, you know, to lay down at night, and I could just feel my teeth, like, you can feel the sugar accumulated on your teeth. I still get that feeling a little bit with the sweet tea, but for some reason, knowing that it's actual sugar and not that crap that they put in everything makes me feel a little better about it. And you know, because I know what goes in that. I know the ingredients to this thing, but man, nothing. I'm gonna talk myself into it. My birthday's next week, and I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, I've earned it. I've earned it. That's exactly how I do that all the time. I really don't want to do that, and I don't even want to. I'm putting the energy out there that's going to happen, which I shouldn't do. But I know myself so well, and I'm just preparing for that inevitable. just getting this picture. I'm gonna rotate these chickens. Sure they need to be rotated. Well, I appreciate you guys taking time away from listening to that new Taylor Swift album to be here. I know how much you guys love that Taylor Swift album. I saw so many people talking shit about it on the internet, I had to like weigh in on it, and I didn't really. Maybe I didn't take it into account, maybe I didn't care, maybe a little of both, that my sisters are actual unironic fans of Taylor Swift. My one sister got in a really bad car accident a couple years ago, and shortly after that, I noticed that she started picking up on the Taylor Swift thing because she found like a community online. She found like a community online on Twitter and stuff that was into the same thing, and it was like supportive. It was a supportive community for her in a time when she needed something to cling on to. So I'm glad that it exists because of that. Because my baby sister, who almost died, needed something to cling on to. And that thing became Taylor Swift. She likes to talk about, oh, I've always been into it like this, but I'm going to be honest, I never noticed it. Nope, we're not doing that. I'm not using the air fryer for anything. But I think that it was a result of needing to be into something, just needing something at that point in her life. So I like that she has something that gives her something to be excited about in a world that is not very exciting for her to live in, given all of the complications of that accident. But that being said, Taylor Swift is turning like a bunch of these white women into just straight up witches, dude. Taylor Swift is coming out here trying to be the white Erykah Badu, and she just ain't got that kind of power. Like, I know that she got the money. And the album is AI. The album is literally AI. Like, if you guys haven't listened to it, like it's legitimately AI songs. Like Brian Redband, my friend Brian Redband, makes better music at the end of an episode of Virtual Redband on the fly than that crowd. I'm going to use this bowl here to stack chickens in Keep them covered and hot. $11.11, make a wish. I'll make a wish. Like the video if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. What's up, Velvet? Hey, little boy, is your daddy home? What you talking about, Brian? What you talking about, Brian? Brian, I know it pains both of us to have to pull for either the Dodgers or the Phillies. So I invite you to, should we be a Seattle Mariners fan for the remainder of the playoffs? My friend Adam is a pretty big Seattle Mariners fan. I wouldn't mind, oh, I don't need ice in this yet. Tea's not even mixed yet. That word that I just spoke sounds like a Taylor Swift lyric. I don't need the ice yet, the tea isn't even mixed yet. A little bit of butter. Can I fit all of this in here, maybe? I might can. No. Got one left. That's fine. I would normally do the grinder for the pepper, but I'm trying to be swift right now, no pun intended. Okay. How long have I been at it? 39 minutes. That means the tea's been steeping for probably the better part of a half hour. Give or take. Which is probably enough steeping time. Broth. Flour. I talked about this the other night in Virtual Red Band. This is, in my opinion, my personal, I think this is my personal best dish that I prepare. I think that I've done this so much that I don't even really have to think about it. I just kind of get started and it does itself. Like, case in point, I wasn't planning on doing like the whole rigmarole of the rice and the gravy, but it all just came together so effortlessly. I'm going for Seattle too. Yeah, Adam, he was having the time of his life. And to be honest, like I know we've had a lot of really like good conversations about baseball before. I know he actually loves the game. So it makes me happy when someone who actually gives a shit, like a lot of celebrities are like, of course, I'm going to wear my Dodgers hat. I live in Hollywood. But they don't really care about the Dodgers. Adam really gives a fuck about the Mariners. And like, that makes it easier for me. And plus, dude, I have my Little League glove. It's the only glove I have. I don't even have a grown glove. The only glove I have is still my Little League glove. And it's a King Griffey Jr. Glove on the. You can't even see it anymore. But like he was my guy when I was growing up, dude. I was a huge King Griffey Jr. fan. Until I got older and realized that Chipper Jones was actually that guy. But dude, you can't hate on the kid. You can't hate on Ichiro. You can't hate on Randy Johnson. Like they've had legends. They have had legends in that wearing that jersey, man. Now, does this need to be rotated? No. All right, I kind of want some tea, so I think I want to go ahead and... This tea's been steeping for at least 10 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes at least. I want to say 30 minutes, but... No mess at all, not a drop, no mess. You have to say no mess, or you know what'll happen. No mess. Okay, now let's squeeze the juice. No mess. Exactly what we wanted. Zero mess. I'm going to keep this spoon and you know what? Actually, I'm always like, oh, I need something to go in the dishwasher to fill it up. And yet I'm still like, oh, no, I think I'm going to wash this thing. I think I'm going to put this in here too. I need to run the dishwasher more often because I have like, I'm not going to run it unless it's full. But then I never give it the opportunity to get full. I always just... Okay, let's have a little bit more water in here. You always have to leave enough room when you make your tea to where when you pour the tea that's been steeped out of the pot into the jug, it's not going to overfill. So you got to be careful how much water you put in the jug. And because I'm using, I guess if you're using like a glass pitcher or something like that, you can just put the hot tea straight into the glass pitcher and that won't hurt anything. But I don't like putting hot tea alone into a plastic jug. And then when you get it in there, put that cap on there and you give it the shake and give it the mix, and it ends up turning into this beautiful, clear, like dark, it's tea. It turns into good tea. Yeah, I'm honestly, as weird as it sounds, I've been getting really excited about football because Alabama seems man, it just, you know, you never know how it's going to go when you got a guy who's the greatest college football coach of all time retires and then someone else takes over. You never know how it's going to go, but oh boy. I'm so glad I have a lot of that. What's up, Dylan? Lemon capers chicken. I am just making chicken thighs and rice and gravy. How about this? I'm gonna go ahead and have a word from our sponsors. I'm gonna leave you guys here to keep an eye on this thing. You're obviously still gonna be with me here, so you're gonna be able to hear me. Y'all keep an eye on that. All right, if anything happens, you know, say 3 Hail Marys or something. Should I get Theo Vaughn a dog? Theo Vaughn was on Kirk Herbstreit's live stream yesterday. Theo's a Vandy guy from Nashville. I always thought he was an LSU guy. But here's the thing. I talked to Tony about this the other day because Tony wears a lot of Texas apparel. And Tony is famously an Ohio State fan. But he was like, hey, man, you know, when somebody's like, hey, wear this, we'll have you on the sideline, that you kind of got to, you get that. You got to understand that. Like if, you know, the city that you're in wants you, a celebrity, to come and support their team. You gotta do that. You know, what's up, Rhino? Brian Jordan, that is sweet tea. And not only that, I put about a cup of sugar in there. But I put my sugar and my pinch of baking soda in the water to dissolve in the water before I steep my tea. So the sugar and the cup of sugar and the pinch of baking soda is already dissolved before the tea bag even reaches the water. That's the old school way. That's how my granny made it. My granny made sweet tea like that. Man, you know I love walking into the kitchen smelling so good like this. I bet we can flip these guys now, huh? there's like a little like, oh, by the way, oh damn, Rhino, I guess you could, man, if you got some upper body strength, you could, you know, do a pull-up. Come here, honey, doing a pull-up. Those little pieces of the chicken thigh that come off of the chicken, like sometimes there'll be like you know, like the spare meat that comes around the other side of the thigh, which I thought was rib meat the other day when we were talking about this in Virtual Red Man, but I realized that I'm a fucking moron, and the rib meat usually comes with the chicken breast. I'm stupid. But I was assuming that those little, like there's these little pieces that come off, like this guy right here, this came off of one of the thighs. And I like to leave that in. That's going to be part of the gravy at the end. Oy. Yeah, that's going to be part of the gravy at the end. And I'm not even testing these with the thermometer or anything like that. I'm just trusting my intuition this time. What are we at right now? 11:30. This ain't bad. We're making good timing. At this rate, we'll be just about ready to eat by midnight. So we've got about another half hour of this. And then we've probably got another 10-15 of cleaning after that. 10-15 of eating. Then 10-15 of cleaning. This tea is ripping, bro. Guys, thank you for being here. If you have yet to like the video, please like the video. We got 16 watching, 7 likes. There's 8. We're halfway there. I was gonna go. And like, I went and got my brakes done today. I got my my brakes fixed, and I was gonna go and get something to eat, but I'm like, man, I have this chicken here. I needed to get this thawed out. By the way, I need to go ahead and start the thawing out process on something else. I got a bunch of salad stuff. I've been craving salads lately. How long is this slaw? The 15th. I've got till the day after my birthday on that slaw. So I can make some chili dogs. But I need to thaw something else out. Like a steak. I could probably thaw a steak out overnight. Steak doesn't take long to thaw out. For some reason, when it's like a bunch of chicken, like a pack of chicken though, that takes a long time. I got one more piece of chicken to go in the skillet. This is almost ready to at least be rotated, yeah. Yeah. And that little piece right there that came off, that's going to be part of the gravy now too. And just for flavor's sake, I'm going to put a little pat of butter in there. Another little bit of butter. Yeah, so I'm going to be making sure that I'm going to work all the shifts that I'm going to be scheduled over the next couple of weeks. I took off this whole week pretty much, but the revenue's dropping again a lot, and I've tried to not talk about it much because I don't want it to become a thing where I'm just complaining about money, because that's not what I want this to be. But man, it's dropping a lot. I don't know what it is. I truly don't know what it is, man. Try to be clever with the titles. I try to be consistent with going live, but it just kind of seems that we had a couple of fluke months that were just so crazy. I got so excited about the future and so excited about all this other stuff, and you know, I had that, oh well, my troubles are over. I had that my life is easy now feeling. I had that, oh well, so now my worries are done. And now I don't have to worry about this anymore. I had that realization and that feeling, and it kind of just the rug snatched out from under me, and I was honestly, I'll tell you, the main problem I have is that I'm embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed of how excited I was about that, and I'm embarrassed about how much I posted about it a lot. I feel like I talked too much about it, and I took it away from myself. But that's been really getting at me lately, and it's been getting me to that whole, like, into the mindset of, well, you know, it's only going to do a certain amount, so do you really want to waste your time doing anything? And though it wouldn't be a waste of time because we always have a good time, and this is all, even if it never gets to the point that it was again, ever, which is highly unlikely, but even if it doesn't, we have a good time with our crew. And that's all that this was ever about anyway. So, so it's not true that nothing good comes of it, or nothing like, maybe nothing financially good comes out of it, really, like. But it's still a good time, like us humans have a good time. I said I wasn't gonna, but I'm curious. Yep. Put the hot ones on the bottom, the other ones on the top. Let that heat rise, warm the ones that have been sitting up a little bit. And I gotta get this one in here. And that's the last one. Clean pan. Got a lot of gunky goodness on the bottom of this. This pan was good. I monitored it the whole time. No chicken touched the edges. I know I'm way too hard on myself. I know, but I have to be. I don't know why I have to be, but that's just, this is what I do. I'll tell you what else I do. I look at my sink and that bitch is clean. Ain't nothing in the sink except this. I can go ahead and clean out the strainer. Yeah, I know I'm way too hard on myself, but I feel like I'm so superstitious. Like I feel like I did this to myself, you know? Like I did something to deserve this difficulty that I'm going through right now. 40 minutes, it'll probably take the 42, it'll probably take the rice. Rice will probably be done about midnight. So the gravy will be right after that. And I know I'm being hard on myself, but like, I was really confident in that thought of, wow, I really don't have to worry about this anymore. Like all my troubles have ended. Like I'm not gonna have to worry about running out of money ever again. Because this is my life now. We're gonna make a couple $1,000s every month on YouTube. And I'm thinking, oh shit, well if I'm doing that this month, and the month before it I was only making $1, then the month after that, hell, I might make $3. And that's not what happened. I went from $1,000 in 1 month to $1,900 in the next month to like $800 the month after that. And this one is probably going to be about half of that. I'll probably be about $400 this month. It's crazy to think that I'm still like doing that. And I don't mind telling you guys these numbers. Like I'm open about this stuff. But still, like for playing video games and hanging out, and you know, an extra couple $100 a month is like great. A lot of people will be very happy about that. And I'm kind of a fool for even considering this worthy of a complaint. I don't know. But that's like I had all these plans of like I was gonna do all these cool things for the channel and start doing like giveaways and shit like that, and build a brand new computer and have all this cool I don't know. I made plans that I shouldn't have probably. And I'm sure that it'll still happen, but I was just so excited for it to just be right around the bend, you know? Like, maybe it's just the winter time. Maybe YouTube is just slow over the winter and the summer months. Maybe it was kids going back to school. Maybe it was like people, you know, kids watching gamers and then they fall asleep. Maybe it's that. Maybe it has something to do with that. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to make all these rationalizations that are just not really doing much. Now this has only been cooking for a minute. How long has it been? But I don't know. I maybe get back into a better routine. Maybe the titles. Maybe I'm messing around with the titles a little more. I don't know. It's just kind of man, I thought that was my thing. I thought like, shit. You know what here's what I really thought it was I was like, it's me that the people are excited for, not the game that I'm playing. So I switched from Skyrim to Baldur's Gate. And then from Baldur's Gate to Fallout 4. So it was almost like, hey, this thing's going good. Let's try something different. And I feel like I built up all that awesome Skyrim momentum. And I just kind of gave it all away to play a little, to play another game. You could be right. It could be the TV shows, the scary movies, there could be a lot of different things. This is going to be some super dark gravy because I got a lot of like excessively burnt on shit. In the bottom of this pan. I'm going to bring these guys back in here for just a second. The ones that I pulled out first. this guy. Go ahead and rinse him off. And we'll wash it in a minute. But for now, yeah, there's going to be some deep, dark gravy that might end up even being a little, taste a little burnt or scalded. I'm expecting that. This won't be the best gravy. I tried to do something out of the ordinary, and I went on a little bit higher heat than I usually do because I was trying to cook the chicken quicker. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just use all of it. Why not? Man, that wasn't good. Slinging flour out of the pan. You know what, though? I'm going to make... I think it's going to need this to help out that. Our fond is very, very, very crispy. Deep dark color. Yeah. I'm just scraping this fond off the bottom of the pan. I don't have the highest hopes for this gravy just because of the state of the fond. But weirder things have happened. This could go well. You never know. Sip of tea for good luck. There's nothing else happening anywhere but here, so I'll go ahead and give you guys this angle here. And do my best to not stand in front of it. There we go. Okay. All right, we got a solid paste forming now. I can get some liquid in here. This is gonna flare up a little bit. Give it about a 2/3 of the bottle. Give this just a minute to do its thing, and it'll start to thicken up nicely. That's how hot this pan was. This stuff is just bubbling consistently, like it's. So I think it's safe to pull some heat off of this. Honestly, it smells nice. Like deep. Rich. Super thick. Cool it off even more. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this whole bottle in here because I'm gonna need it, I'm sure, and then some. Honestly, I might have some a part of a bottle in the refrigerator. Pretty much got all of that fond off the bottom of the pan in the gravy. Y'all see how deep and dark it is? Is that coming through the stream? You can pinch and zoom in on it if you want and get in there. I think you can do that on the YouTube videos. And I do have a part of a bottle in here. And this is cold. When this starts to thicken up shortly, I'll have a little bit more cold broth to add. You guys hear that? Here we go. It's just steam now. It's not like smoky, so I can pull the fan off. But you guys, you hear that? There's only a little bit right here still. Like right here. Well, I'll say this about the gravy is that it would be awesome if it's good because there's going to be so much of it. Still haven't gotten the 10-minute timer on that. You guys keep an eye on the gravy. We'll go have a word from our sponsors, huh? Y'all keep an eye on the gravy now. Yeah, it's going to be a dark one for sure. It is for sure going to be a very dark gravy. And I'm starting to see a little bubbling in the middle there. By the time I get back, that should be a more consistent bubble that will have thickened up the bottom part of that a little bit more. Or I mean, rather thickened up the area around that bubble, the outside. Ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. I'm back, hoochie mama. Okay, after walking out into my room and walking back out here, you can definitely smell the it's not a burnt smell. It's more of like a rich and it's still like, you guys can see, it's very liquid. I'm gonna go ahead and wash the meat press here. And we still haven't gotten the 10-minute timer on the rice yet. All right. Getting that bubble that I like. I'm gonna say this whole like, don't do as I do, do as I say do. Don't walk away from your gravy as often as I do. I don't know how to say this, but I have like a doctorate in gravy. And unless you are that confident in your gravy making ability, don't walk away from it. Stay with it. Keep stirring it. Live your life. Do what you want. But I speak this gravy's language. I knew this was going to be a super dark gravy by the time it got to this point, before I even started making it, because of what was on the bottom of the pan. And unfortunately, you can't like not use what's on the bottom of the pan. Like that's the gravy. That's the whole point. I was going to do 2 pans, one stainless, one cast iron, and get this thing done quick, but I decided against that. This is actually staying a consistency that I like. For right now, I'm actually going to bring a little bit more that heat back into the mix. I pulled some off when it was like doing too much. And now we just got the 8-minute timer on the rice. So get some motion going towards the middle of this so that we can get the cook a little bit more of this broth out. And like I said, when I walked out from my room out into the kitchen where I could smell the air again out here, it's not a burnt smell that I'm getting. It's a I actually, here, I'll say this, it's not a scalded smell that I'm getting, it's a subtle burnt. But a subtle burn is kind of what I like. And I'm going to be honest with you guys whenever I taste this and let you know if it's, you know, too charred, or if the skillet was, you know, in. Okay, see, now you guys hear that? No resistance. We got 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay, what I'm going to do now is start pulling the heat back down to where it was at. Now I believe that our gravy, once sat, will start to thicken up to where I want it. So we got 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here. So once that beeps, this gravy will probably be safe to Hold everything. Yeah, it's a little charred. A little bit. I was like, do I want to just put the chickens back in the gravy? But then I'm like, do I want to taint all of the chicken with the gravy if the gravy turns out to not be? But I made all this gravy. It's not like I'm gonna throw any of it away. But the bite of the char is on the back end, which is kind of where you want it. It's not leading with it. It's just part of the. It's not driving the vehicle, but it's definitely in the back seat. You know what I'm gonna do? What's up, Bong? Gonna put 4 and leave 4. And cut it off and let it sit. We got 2 minutes left on the rice. So I'm gonna have a tiny plate for chicken and a bowl for rice. Which bowl do I want to use? That one's got a chip in it, so I'm going to put that one on the bottom. When the rice is done, I'm going to take the remaining butter that I have from the dish and put that in with the rice. In 1 minute, this will beep. A little butter, a little salt, and that's it, just salt and butter. And we can fluff it up a little bit. Get that off the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this this gravy, I'm not gonna be fully satisfied with it, but I do believe I will be satisfied enough with it. Like, it's not going to be the best that I've ever made, but it's going to have like a unique flavor that I don't usually have with my gravy. Well, I mean, it's still going to taste like my gravy, but oh yeah, it's dark. Not as thick as I usually let it get, but that's fine. Here we go. Oh, this is off. Bah. All right, what's up, John? It's all right. It's gonna be all right. It's definitely rich. I would like to remove that char on the back end, but if it's going to be there, that's kind of where you want it. let's get a bite of this and see what this is like. So the rice hides that a lot, and it's barely there. It's barely there at the end. Honestly, the chicken's kind of doing the same thing. See, I'm not noticing it at all now. It was just when it was cooking and it was just the gravy itself. It's like when mixed with everything else. That little charry aftertaste that I was getting is like gone completely. Yeah, this is fine. You guys will see me do that. I'll put my hand under something. I do that as a precautionary measure. You should never have to use it. That one time just now, it caught a bunch of shit that would have ended up on the floor. Also, I'm going to show you guys something else. Check out this bite with one of those pieces that was in the gravy the whole time. Got another one there. Chicken thighs really are remarkable, dude. You cannot. Well, that's not true. I'm sure you can. It is very difficult to overcook a chicken thigh. Low and slow, the longer you let it go, the better it's going to get. This is a good meal, man. I've been just eating like fast food or sandwiches or hot dogs. I'm so glad I did this. bro. That's the bite right there. Dig on that. Like the video if you would like to take this bite. Here, try it. Damn, that's good, man. Here, I want you guys to, I'm actually gonna, I bet it's fine to unplug. Show you guys this. I want you to look at all of those little specks of flavor that came off the bottom of the pan. Look at that. All those little flecks of fond that mixed in with the gravy. Like you can see a little of it there too. That's mixed in with a little of the juice from this chicken, but dude, I just really want to get in there. Look at that. Because this is just white rice, nothing on it but salt. I didn't season the rice with anything. This is all just the cast iron cooking indeed. And look at that piece that was in the gravy the whole time. What's up, Jason? Welcome to you. Significant seasoning indeed. But I was about to take this bite and I was like, man, I wish they could see how much actual flavor is in there, dude. Like, get a load of that. See, chicken thigh, you can always, it's always tender enough to cut with the fork. It's the best cut. What's up, chilling out, Maxon? Welcome to you. We just made a delicious meal. A little chicken thighs. This is wild, man. Look at that. The gravy kind of like I never found the critter, by the way. But I'm here to tell y'all that I absolutely nuked. I mean, I absolutely nuked his whole joint, bro. So the next time I see that fool, it'll probably be have a full mustache and a cup of coffee and smoking a cigarette at the same time going, boy, you don't know what I've been through. Next time I see that sucker, it'll be a full xenomorph. Look, I don't want y'all to be judging me and shit, but I'm gonna do this again. And to be honest, I don't even care if you judge me. Because in the immortal words of Tupac, all eyes on me, you know what I'm saying? It's just been a minute since I've had a legit, like meal like this. Like other than just a fast food thing. There's something different to when you eat food that was prepared with like care than shit that was just thrown together because somebody ordered it. There's a big difference in that. This gravy turned out not so bad. Dude. See, I'm curious the difference in the flavor. Look at the coverage on these two pieces of chicken. They sat in the gravy for a little longer. Look at that, man. Oh, dude, this is the first bite. Look at that. That's a hell of a bite right there. That's right, Michael. I defeated a whole village of chickens with me axe. They were surrounding me. There was nothing I could do. So what did I do? I took hold of me axe. I wielded it. Spun round like a child, holding the axe on the end of handle. By the time I finished, there, on the ground, laid all these chickens. And I thought, what should I do? And of course, I said, well, we're going to make chicken thighs. Make a gravy with it. A bit of gravy with a bit of chicken. Justify. On my cocaine. This is how you make chicken thighs. Hello, Shen. How are you? Of course. It's hard to imagine me as a dwarf because I'm so large. So, the more gravy that you use, the more of that unpleasant aftertaste you get. But it's almost like I'm craving it now. Like, what's that about? So it tastes exactly like you would think. It just tastes a little burnt on the end. Like charred. Like the gravy, the flavor of this is sound without that thing. But there's something about it that kind of makes me keep going back. It's like it tastes so awkward, I love it. I don't know. It gives it this tangy flavor almost. Like maybe another way is it kind of gives like a, not exactly, but almost a sour. Like a sour. But sour is not even really the right word. It's like a sharp, it's a sharp flavor. But I'm only getting it when I just eat the rice and gravy. Now see, in that bite, I don't get it at all at the end. I got a little in the middle. I think it's just that if I have a bite that's heavy with, like, because the actual gravy tastes a bit concentrated. What is that flavor? Okay, it's about to be 1 o'clock. I lost something. Only got a couple things to clean. Since I'm utilizing the dishwasher. That's the perk of cleaning as you go. These 2 dishes and fork will go in the dishwasher. The rice cooker will be hand washed. The cast iron will be hand cleaned. And if my calculations are correct, that's literally it. Ba-deep. That's all, folks. And then I can't decide if I'm streaming games or if we just chill. I got that Alien Earth show now that I want to watch. I don't know if the Monday night streams go well or not, or which way is up, or if it even matters. Yeah, I just watched the Alien franchise. Here's the deal. I used to have this thing where I would get done. I'd get done doing something, and I would just sit and sit still in that one spot. Doing nothing. Just sitting there. And I would give myself, okay, you have 5 seconds. Well, by the time you get to 5, you've got to be up and doing the thing that you need to do and not still sitting there. So I still do that. Sometimes I don't even make it to 5. I just start counting and I'm like, well, what's 5 seconds gonna make? What difference does 5 seconds really make? Like I could already be up. already be up and done with what I needed to be doing. If I just get up and get it done. I suggest that if any of you are like me in that fashion, and you find it hard to say get up and clean the kitchen after you just got done eating, and you don't want it turning into a bigger mess that takes you a longer time to clean, then I suggest that you just get up and do it. Just get on with it. Oh, I forgot about this guy. The gravy cup. And the little container that I kept the chicken in. Ended up not needing this broth. I can put this back in the refrigerator. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. I'll have this guy for the rice. There we go. Had to get a better grip on this thing. It's slippery and we lost some rice. Rice is so bad reheated. I don't know why I keep it. It's like I'm just going to leave this in the refrigerator until it's... Oh, you know what I could do, actually? I think... Yeah, why not? Ooh, I know what I need. It's right here. The thing that I need. Huh. Oh, this is heavy. I'm just going to mix this rice in with this gravy. Which will prolong the life of the rice. And I believe this container might be the appropriate size to also be able to fit a couple pieces of chicken in here. That way, this guy can go back. Don't worry, worry. It was just the bottom of the bowl. And then we could probably squeeze 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces of chicken in here. And I'm going to pour the juice of them chickens back over top of it. And bam, single container leftovers. Got it. I'm going to go ahead and wipe up the stove here a bit. Give it that good once over. You know what? I actually want to just be able to sit this on the stove the second I'm done with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't even need to wet. There we go. This is good enough. I'll go ahead and clean this guy. That way when I get done cleaning the cast iron, I can just go straight back. On the stove top and let it do its drying. I will tell you guys what you will be seeing soon is I'm going to have a like 8 to 12 hour stream of old live streams going for an extended period of time. Easy enough. A little too much, a little too much. A little more intention on the grab there. Make sure the bottom's dry. Now let's get this thing back on some heat to get the remaining moisture out of it. There we go. Okay. Now, the only other thing we got to wash by hand is this rice cooker pot. I'm going to take my hand and go in here and knock all of the loose rice off first. It's important to do that. for the life of your sponge. Y'all know that signature sponge smell? They don't always get that smell. If they get that smell, you're doing something wrong. You're leaving the sponge full of nasty, dirty water, or you're just going sponge straight on a bunch of food. Use your hands. Knock the food away from the pot before you don't want to go straight into a rice cooker and then have like gummy rice pressed into your sponge. That's gross. You don't want that. Okay. Dry your sponge. When you're done with it, dry it out. Make sure there's no moisture left in it. That's clutch. You must do that, or else your sponge is going to stink. And nobody likes a stinky sponge. Also wipe up the condensation that accumulates around the edge of your rice cooker as well before you put it away. All right. Put that away. Now, okay, well, I guess the thermometer, I didn't hardly use it. I'm just going to wash the probe. And this guy can go away. All right, now the last items. Big spoon, dishwasher, all this other stuff, also dishwasher. Good Lord, guys, I gotta hit the head before I do anything else. I'll come back and get y'all. Good Lord. Good Lord, I don't even have time to take the microphone off. I apologize. I don't even have time to. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. All right. If it's 115 or more, oh, we just made it. It's 109. I was going to say, if it's 115 or more, I might wait to stream. But 115, we can handle that. Okay. We cleaned the stove already. Cast iron is drying properly. Butter knife we missed. Dishwasher. Okay. Anything else that we missed? Anything else we missed? Maybe I'll put this rice and gravy and chicken in the refrigerator. give this side of the counter here before I rinse this. Oh, there's rice there. Give it a once over first, maybe. Okay. I don't do this every time, but I feel like now's a good time to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the inside of the sink too. I could probably use it. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. And then one dry. And rinse. Talking about with the sponge. See that? Get all of that nastiness out of there. Use hot water, hot as you can stand it till you can't stand it anymore, then drop the heat on it. And I mean, you squeeze the bejesus out of it. Squeeze it like if you let it go, your whole life falls apart. And there you go. It doesn't even smell like anything. I just got done washing a bunch of shit with it. It already doesn't smell like anything. Okay. Do I have anything else I need to put in the dishwasher? Blah. There we go. Oh, wait. I lost some rice down here. Okay. There's that. The area is officially clean. Let me get a little more ice. And my goblet. And then a bit more tea in my goblet. And then the tea can be put away. Bam. Yeah, I think that's it. So I got the tea. Let's do it. What's up, C-Rat? What's up, everybody else? If I have missed you, apologies. Give me just a second to uh-oh. There we go. All right. Here's a little organizational thing for you to help you with your organizing. I have a little battery pack that I keep two different types of cables in, one on this side, one on the other. But if you notice, you see how it's looped inside there, all organized and whatnot. I'll loosen up the strap a little bit. And I just slowly slip that down in there. You see it going down there? You see when that gets in there, then you loop it through again, and you send another little loop down there. You see that going? When that gets to the bottom, you loop it through again, and then you send that down there. Bam. And you know what? We can go ahead and swap to the normal phone mic, and you're probably not even going to notice that much of a difference, are you? There we go. That'll be fine. Get that. Oh wait, I don't need to put that back in there yet. I need to charge that. Not the microphone, but this guy. It died. Yep, alright, charging. These can go in there for now. Oh boy. And then this is the secret. This is what I use. One of those old person selfie sticks. You know, I just leave them like that. And they fit perfectly into, it's the size of a microphone. So it fits perfectly into a microphone stand. Or a mic clip. And they just fold up so nice. I literally have two of them. Two selfie sticks. The one that the phone is on right now is the oldest one I've had. It can't open up anymore. It can only be used on a mic stand like that. Mm-hmm. Delicious. Okay. Now let's start cranking up the other part. What's up, G? Okay, YouTube Studio. OBS camera going. Hey. And let's get OBS cranked up here. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to restart because my okay, I do need to restart. My displays are doing something weird. It's like not utilizing the whole screen on my extended display. Let's just do a full shutdown. Yeah, shut down anyway. All right, the lights went off. Give it a minute. Y'all remember that old? Is anybody else still like that? Well, you got to leave it off for like 30 seconds, or it ain't really off. Good luck, Rhino. I got a little bit of faith in it being good. I'm gonna cut that screen off. This plasma screen, the lines burn in it. I need a new monitor. I need 2 new monitors. Both of these. This extra monitor is just a TV. That Mumford found, like a dumpster find, basically. Please be full screen. Don't be like weird little middle. Okay, good. All right, good. Good. A word? Shall we? Yeah, I slept last night, and I thought that I would be freaking out the whole time, thinking, "Oh no, oh no, there is a creature alive under my bed wanting me to die." This creature that I caught crawling on my walls is down there plotting. It's plotting against me. You plotting on me, boy? Plotting against me. YouTube Studio. View your channel. There you go. There you go. It was a big palmetto bug. What's a palmetto bug doing all the way out here in Texas, so far away from the palmetto state? Was it hibernating? No, it was just like one of those big flying, like a red. It looked red. All right, what do we got? Are you afraid of the dark? Late night Skyrim. We had something better than that, I think. Yep, there you go. It is. That's all it is. In South Carolina, they call them palmetto bugs. So the rich white people can say, "Oh, we had a palmetto bug in the house," instead of having to say, "Oh, we had roaches in the house." Because that's all they are. And that's the thing, is it has nothing to do with back home. Really has nothing to do with cleanliness or anything like that. Like when it gets to a certain time of year, they're getting in. Like they're gonna get in. Oh, the back scratcher. What a wonderful invention. What a wonderful invention the back scratcher was. Yeah, when it gets to a certain time of the year, they're getting in. So one way or the other, you'll find one. If it's those big ones like that. Those big ones is like that'll get in. If you get the little itty bitty ones, the Yerman ones, The shyster. Those ones, that's dirty. That's from being dirty. Now, what's it look like on the scene? There we go. Reconnect, swivel to the edge, like that. 2019, guys, we have 2,019 subscribers. The subscribers are going up. The views and watch hours are staying at a specific spot, but the subscribers are going in the right direction. Yeah, that's all it is. They just have these different names for them so that people can feel better about saying that it's in their house. Got that. And update titles. What year did Skyrim come out? (2011). So this game is 14 years old. It came out on November 11th. How does Skyrim stay so popular 14 years later? Damn, 11, 11, 11. Holy shit, it really did. Okay. Okay, got that ready. The title is ready. The sound bar is ready. Oh boy, that was loud. Sorry. Just testing it to see if it came through, and I thought I was clicking. That button. Okay, it looks like everything is set. Let me double check the camera. Camera's good. Stage left. We're good. Let's have a word from El Sponsors. Guys, this guitar case was made by Calton Cases, the great and powerful Calton Cases. That can withstand so much before it will break. That shiny, sparkly guitar case over there. What's up, Jack? Welcome back. That shiny, sparkly guitar case over there can withstand so much. Like, I'm confident that a vehicle could drive over that case. And the guitar would still be fine and in working condition. It is specifically a travel case that is built to withstand people throwing it. Shout out to the great and powerful Brian, Bryon, who comes in here sometimes. We have several Brians that come in here. I mean, he's the only one that spells his name like that. And you guys have seen him in the chat here. He gifted me that, which was very, very kind of him. Something he did not have to do, but wanted to. And I was very grateful that that was the case. Because, no pun intended, I needed a new case really bad. My guitar case had like holes in the bag. Like the guitar was slipping out of the bottom of it. And that was annoying. All right, so 141. I'm going to go ahead and start this stream right now. The mic is muted, yeah. That's muted. The desktop video is muted. Let's go in here to content. Channel content, click live. Now I click the cooking video. Oh, I forgot I made a little thumbnail. Did the thumbnail work? I made a little thumbnail before I started. I'll never do that. How does Skyrim stay so popular? 14 years later, and we save. Now we should be at about 40 seconds, 46, 47, 48, and perfect. Now I'm gonna switch over to stage right with the banjo. There we go. OBS disconnected. What's that about? This is so dumb. Okay, now it's reconnected. I'd rather do that now than later. is stressful. Doing this thing is stressful. Not this, but this life that I've chosen for myself. These things that I do. There's little stressful things that happen. That was close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot you guys on over there. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you over there. Okay, roll tide. Like the videos.